Today's episode is presented by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network.
Welcome to day 2 of ScreenJunkies Universe at Comic-Con. Andy Signor.
Live here in San Diego.
I'm
still
off
alive.
tonight.
I love it.
Sort of. We're pretty tired today, so don't expect much. We got Dan Merle. I'm expecting a lot out of him.
I don't agree with that sentiment. I think you should expect a great show this morning.
Yeah, great show.
Joe Starr, it's all on you.
5004.
Spencer Gilbert, make me laugh.
Just getting reps in, bro. Just getting in my reps. Nice reps, bro.
Day 2 of Comic-Con, there's already a lot to talk about, Andy.
There is.
There's a bunch that already happened, right?
I love it.
What's the biggest thing so far, I think, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, there's 2 things that are battling. There's a Doctor Doom movie in the works, right? From the creator, from the showrunner of both Legion and Fargo, which are 2 awesome shows that you should check out if you haven't.
I've never actually seen Noah Hawley in
I
person. There he
have
is.
interviewed him several times, and
He looks like a nice gentleman.
he's a
there.
wonderful man. He's a really wonderful man.
I've always pictured Elrond from the old Rankin and Bass Hobbit movie when I picture Noah Hawley.
So that's the one thing, and that's first is Shazam movie up next for Warner Brothers.
Well, I just want to be clear. This is not clickbait. You're not watching clickbait.
No, these
this
are
is
real
real
news.
news.
This is not fake.
Well, you know what?
actual
How you
We
news.
label clickbait, but this is people
This
are
is
like,
real
really?
news.
Is there a
This
new Doctor Doom movie from the creator of Fargo?
If you see
Yes.
if you see me, it's not
actually
clickbait.
in development.
If I'm here, it's for real.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah. Roth
Yeah.
is for real.
Roth is for real,
It's
yo.
on the business. That's what they call me and Billy.
Ross the business.
So, what do you guys?
It's an interesting,
It's not what they call me.
because we just had a new Doctor Doom. I'm assuming this will not be that Doctor Doom, although that would be interesting. So now we're gonna have another new Doctor Doom, but apparently without the Fantastic Four. So is this another ploy to keep the rights,
Yes.
or because it's weird to just have a Doctor? It's like the Venom movie. It's weird to just have. Now we're gonna have just a Venom movie and just a Doctor Doom movie. It's strange to me.
It's
I don't
really
know.
weird. This is like the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object, because Noah Hawley is a genius.
Yeah.
Fargo is incredible. Legion, I hear, is really good.
It is.
But Fantastic Four movies are god-awful. So who's going to break first? I think it might be Noah Hawley.
It's gonna be that we had this talk before, and I agree with you. Fargo is by far
So
of the
good.
last 2 seasons are that's my
So
favorite
good.
show on television. Legion is also fantastic. It's really weird, a very out there comic book show. I love it. But having said that, he has had full creative control at FX. You know, they've really let him do his thing to greatness. But Fox isn't gonna do that.
But did Deadpool and Logan teach them their lesson, that you just have to find talented people and hand it
Well,
over?
that's fair.
Possible.
I'm assuming there's we haven't seen any Doctor Doom magic stuff on the big screen. It's always, the technology, or he lands on a dead planet and the dead
Touches
planet
the ooze. Don't touch the ooze.
Don't touch the ooze.
Never touch the ooze.
But in the comics, there's so much weird, like, black magic sorcery stuff, like really weird stuff with Doctor Doom. That's why he's supposed to be the arch nemesis of the scientific Fantastic Four, because he's a big magic guy. So I think Noah Hawley, that's sort of his wheelhouse. So
Yeah.
maybe it good.
I don't know. You raised a good point, Spencer. You raised a good point
Top-notch
with
analysis
Logan.
there, Joe.
Maybe it good. Maybe it good. Thumbnail is Joe going.
Thanks, Adam Sandler.
Well, I have hope. You have given me hope, because Logan, Deadpool, they did let them do it, and it worked out very well. But more exciting than that, we have a special guest joining us today, people.
What?
Mr. Ricky Whittle.
Oh my God!
I'm giving up my seat.
Please, welcome, welcome.
over, man.
Hello.
Andy, good to meet
It is
you.
so
Thank you
good
for
to
coming.
see
Here
you.
go.
Hey, brother, Joe.
Wow, I love this. Celebrity drop-ins.
Is everyone having a wonderful day
We
here
are
at Comic-Con?
Beautiful are you?
Yeah. Is this you just get it today, or have you been here?
I got in yesterday, but today's a long one, but it's early, so we're good. So you get all the energy. You get all this like it's so fun.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
loving
it.
this. This is amazing. This is great. This is great. Because if you catch me in the afternoon and I'm just
You're
That was
you're
me
broken
last
at
night.
that point.
one-word answers.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
having a great time.
give the fans a peek behind it, like, because a lot of fans come and they just camp out and they get their panels, but like, what's it really? What's your
What's it
Comic-Con
really
really
like?
like?
What's the celebrity experience?
The celebrity experience is not as fun. I'm not gonna lie. Fans get a great time. I'm really telling you, you have such a wonderful time because you experience everything. You kind of see everything. You wander around. You cosplay. It's awesome. I am rushed up and down service elevators, back corridors.
You didn't get to see like the
rushed
cool parts.
from like conference room to conference room, which are really sweaty and hot because you've got so many lights and cameras and craziness.
Not our room.
So yeah, it's not as much fun for us as it is for the fans. But
So that's why Bryan Cranston always like dresses up like a Teletubby or something and just goes out on the floor.
It's the best idea because you can actually go out and enjoy it as a fan, and because Comic-Cons are incredible places. They're these beautiful places full of positivity and passion. That's why these kind of go all over the world. You know, you've got people coming together and they're just passionate and happy and positive about whatever it is that is, whether it's comics, film, TV, and it's just a love fest. Yeah. And it's a great place to be, you know. That's why people dress up, and it's Disneyland for adults. I love it, and I just wish I could experience it more. So maybe one year I might have to pull a Brian and just, you know, go dressed up.
Otherwise, it's just golf carts and back halls for you.
I mean, saying that as well, I'm not exactly Brian's level either, so I could be probably walking around and be, oh my God, I love you, Shamar. You're amazing. I'm not him, but thank you.
They take you to parties, though, right? They shuffle you to those at night.
Okay, so this is the thing. It'd be nice if you had one party to go to, or maybe two. You kind of split it up. But when I'm out with my friends at home, I've got one friend who likes to club hop and just goes to different. I like to just sit and just relax in one place. I've got my. This is my jam right here. I'm not moving. Drink.
I know friends. Drink. I
good.
Like.
I'm in. This is good. That doesn't happen here. You've got like 7 pies, and when you get there, it's like a speed dating night.
Yeah,
where you just say, oh my God, hey John, hey girl, how's it going? Oh my God, see you later. I'm going to the next one. And then you basically spend most of the night in traffic because everything's all closed off and there's people walking everywhere.
That is the thing I don't think people realize, the amount of people to walk through.
This
San Diego's busy as it
Put
is.
a train right in the middle of it all.
Exactly.
and
then love to run trains through, so people just have to wait. So you've just kind of got these herds of people just kind of pushing and pulling and everywhere, and so you can't go anywhere in a car.
This has been first world problems.
I do have to say, I'm using the train this year, and I was with you, Andy, on talking about why the train is here. Now, as a passenger on that train, I rescind everything bad I said about it. It is actually quite convenient if you're not able to stay downtown.
You do not want to drive here. You want to take the train.
Yeah.
I am on the train as well. This year is my train year.
Put it behind the convention center or something. Yeah? Like I said, it's the beach. Anyway.
That's the water.
But
I'm team car.
It's a boat.
I'm team car and air conditioning. You must have, between the 100 and American Gods now, though, you must have been having some interesting fan experiences while you're here.
Yes. I mean, it's so cool to be here with you. You're here with a good property and a good project. That's always even better, isn't it?
No, yeah, it's fantastic. And so we debuted last year. We popped our cherry for Comic-Con last year, and it was great. And that was an experience because, you know, the 100 has got this incredible fan base, passionate, beautiful, wonderful fans all over the world, and I've been fortunate enough to travel the world and meet them all. But American Gods is a different animal, and even just the panel, when you're kind of lined up, all the cast are out there, our incredible showrunners in Brian Fuller, Michael Green, David Slade was there, who directed the first couple episodes, and then Neil Gaiman steps out.
God of the nerds.
I know, God of the nerds.
It was like a wall-to-wall standing ovation for the rock star of the book world. And I leaned to Pablo Schreiber and I was just like, dude, we should go. I don't think we're needed here at all. Should we hit the bar? We can go, right? So it was nuts. But it's an incredible honor, and you know, we have got this incredible property that we're looking forward to kind of growing. We had our first year. It was very well received by fans of the book and newcomers to the show as well.
Season 2 is official, right?
Season 2 is official. We look to we're in early stages at the moment, but we're looking to go back to that at the end of this year, early next year. So I'm looking forward to it, and we will be at Comic-Con next year.
Do you feel like it's at the point now, because it ended on, I won't say how for people who haven't caught up, but you should catch up. No spoilers, but there was a bit of a cliffhanger, especially for those who.
I mean, I find it funny when people say
but
spoiler.
If they haven't
it's a book.
It's a book that's been out since the 90s.
Don't tell. Well, go and read the book. It's going to tell you most of it.
How many people have read the book?
But you're right, though. I mean, the great thing about the show, and the really interesting thing about the show, is where Michael and Brian have adapted the storyline and adapted the timeline of the book. So there's a lot of fresh stuff in there for those who are fans of the book and know it inside out. So the season finale isn't in the book.
Yeah.
So I haven't got a clue what's going to happen next. Never mind fans of the book or people who just tuned into the show. So that's an exciting place to be, and it really does kind of give us legs to go in any direction. And I'm really looking forward to it. But we will start on House on the Rock, which is a very important part of the book and a lot of fun. A place that really exists in Wisconsin. So
Really?
I'll be getting my cheese on.
Yeah.
Down there. Cheese with the cheese heads. Those Packers. And I'm looking forward to it because this place is like some huge, crazy, magical, real place. Like there's a life-size whale, blue whale, in this hangar, and a full robot orchestra that plays music all day. It's
what?
Exactly. Neil Gaiman toned it down in the book because he didn't think people would believe him. So it's pretty crazy in the book. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like in real life.
Wisconsin was so cool.
Yeah.
Right?
America's a really weird place. Andy's actually a big fan of the world's biggest ball of twine.
Yes, I was going to say, I went to Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Is that one? I'm a Weird Al Yankovic fan. He has a song called The Biggest Ball of Twine. And we had a 3-day weekend. My kid's like, let's go see and I did, and it was wonderful. You got to go see these sights of America. I'm telling you.
There you go. And that's what Neil Gaiman's saying. He's saying, travel America, see the real, get off the freeways, take back roads. Maybe not too many back roads because that could be dangerous. But, ding, 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 ding. But no, just,
That was Deliverance for those who don't know.
Check it out. Just be careful when you're out there. Careful when you're out there. But yeah, just experience the wonder that is America, because this is a great place full of crazy and wonderful, amazing, weird things.
I'm a huge fan. Spencer and I are both big fans of both Neil Gaiman and the book. But it's interesting because I always think the perspective about America is more on target when it's from someone not from here, right? Like him. What's your experience? Like, what's your weird American experience? Is it this? Is it Comic-Con?
It is Comic-Con. No, like I say, I think Comic-Cons and cons in general around the world are magical places that they're like Disneyland. I find that people come here with just good intentions, and so I love that. The great thing about my position, I feel, is that I've lived in America, in California, for the last 6 years. So I've experienced America from the inside, and then being an immigrant, I've seen it from the outside as well. So I can kind of see both perspectives and kind of, take each with a pinch of salt. I really do see it as an advantage, especially when acting. So I can come in and kind of play it on different levels of things. But America, the crazy thing about America for me is when oh, don't get political, Ricky. Stop. Don't do it.
Go, Ricky.
Do it.
You've got a reality star for your president. Okay, I said it. I said it.
He said it, but I'll let him say it.
But no,
We call chips fries. What's the deal?
Yeah, it's aluminium. It's not aluminum.
I'm changing the spelling already on the street.
Changing the spelling does not make it right. The rest of the world says aluminium. It's not aluminum.
Made it more efficient.
It's a process, not a process.
Tomato.
It's tomato. Politician. No, it's reality show, politician. It's all the same. You saw what we did in Brexit. We messed up first.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you have to go? England was just like, oh, we're just messing up. We're just done. We're stupid. And then America just went, hold my beer, dude. I got this. So the world's a funny, crazy place. The world is a crazy place right now, but this is my safe zone. Because, like I said, Comic-Con, full of love, happiness, positivity, and
fans
smiles.
are excited to see you here. They think you're awesome, and I've got a lot here that's like, oh man, Ricky Whittle for Shazam.
For Shazam? What? Stop.
That'd be pretty cool, huh? Is there
Tell
like
me more. Tell me more.
Well, I'm just curious because we're going through.
Green Lantern. I mean, I'm just throwing things out there now.
We're going through the news. Like they just announced this Doctor Doom new movie, which is a cool. I think there's a cool backstory there. Noah Hawley, a great showrunner, Fargo, Legion. I'm sure you'd want to work with him if you had the opportunity.
As an actor, you want to work with great talents like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's your dream project?
There's so many. As an actor, you just want to work with good people on great material. So I'm very fortunate that I've got, Brian Fuller and Michael Green. Michael Green came up with my favorite film last year, Logan.
Yeah.
He's got Blade Runner coming out, the Orient Express. So
good, right?
I'm working with someone who I'm already a huge fan of. In Michael Green, and then Brian Fuller is just a creative master, a visual master. And so I'm working with incredible people, but I don't know. It'd be nice to kind of get into this world, and the only way in I can see is maybe the DC, the Jon Stewart route. I'd love to be, in that conversation.
Yeah, there, okay.
But you just like I said, you just want to work with great people. Being British, you want to be Bond, but I don't mind
or
being
Doctor Who, right?
being
Maybe be a Kingsman. Yeah.
Oh, a
Weird
Kingsman. There you go.
Weird Harry Potter reboot.
Weird Harry Potter reboot. He got old and tanned. So Harry's been to the gym. He's now wearing contacts. He doesn't wear glasses. Spectre Protrudum! We got this.
You know it.
Yeah,
You're halfway there.
Put me in, coach.
I know it's fun.
Yeah, JK's amazing. She's awesome. She's got lots of stuff going on. But
What do you think of the new Doctor Who?
Sorry?
Is that it's the scuttlebutt at home, new Doctor Who?
She's a lady.
it's
Oh
a
my
lady.
God.
Aliens can't be women.
I'm not being funny, but whenever I go to the doctors, I don't think male or female. I think doctor. So it's about time at the end of the day, So who says Doctor Who has to be a male, female,
A lot of awful
anything?
people on the internet.
it's
A lot of ignorant.
a lot of little keyboard warriors who are insignificant. She's a great actress, and I wish her well. And I'm sure she's going to prove everyone wrong, like everyone always does when someone new comes along. People just fear change. When there's a new Bond, everyone's like, oh no, not Daniel Craig, he's blonde. What's going on? It's crazy. He wore a life jacket on a speedboat. What's he doing? He's not scary. Bond. Now he's like this cold, calculated killer. Everyone loves him. People just fear change, and she's gonna blow people out the water like Gal Gadot did with Wonder Woman. You said you can't have a female lead in a franchise. She just blew all the records out the window. Blooming the director as well. They're making waves. I love it when people say you can't, because that's when people get the balls to go out there and just go, you know what, watch me, I'm going to go and do it. And they are doing it, and she's going to go and do it, and she's going to be great.
Well, I'd love you to rack some other news we're trying to get through, because that's sort of on that, trying to get something done. Pacific Rim, are you a fan of that? The movie Pacific Rim?
Loved Pacific Rim.
Because they released, we have a quick footage. John
Boy.
Boyega revealed in his Jaeger suit. I mean, this would be a pretty good gig.
I'm so jealous.
Look at that.
I'm so jealous.
That's just awesome, right?
Put me in the third one. I'll be in the third one. Shotgun.
Well, he's not drifting.
Drifting with something.
Yeah.
The first one had two. You have to drift compatibility.
Yeah, my buddy Rob Kaczynski was in the first one, and he had a great time working with Guillermo on that show, and it looked fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I ended up watching it like 3 or 4 times.
Giant robot suit.
But maybe it's just the power of John Boy. He doesn't have to have the other.
He's
so good. That
How do they afford those Jaegers? And then they redesign the Jaegers. Now we'll get rid of the drift compatibility.
It's basically you're talking about life on Earth is at stake. You're going to put the money towards the thing that's going to save the planet.
Why do they call them Jaegers? Because I just think Jaeger bombs.
The drinks?
So is that where it came from? Maybe Jaeger were like, look, we're going to save the world. All the money we made off our sponsorships, we're going to build robots. So in the second film, you're actually going to see some sponsorships down the robot's arms and stuff, like NASCAR. And so they'll have little badges and stuff, and it'd be like Jaeger bombs and Jaeger and Red Bull, and it'd be great. Maybe that's where the money came from.
Yes. Well, you have a lot to do. We're getting the single. I want to make sure you get to,
is that what that means? I thought it was just a helicopter.
No, I want to make you're a busy guy. They got to take you.
There's a helicopter.
They got to take you to another sweaty room somewhere.
I do.
In the back of a hotel somewhere.
This is a wonderful date.
We made it look nice. This is our ugly rotel look
great.
nice.
This is not. Why didn't you keep the bed? Because then we could have just lounge down.
At the end of this, you can only pick one of us.
Yeah.
What? No.
This is the Sweaty Bachelor.
The Sweaty Bachelor. That's a new show. Looking forward to seeing that one.
Check out American Gods. When is
American Gods on Stars, or check out the Stars app, and you can binge all 8 episodes.
So worth it. It's a really quick watch. 8 episodes. Fantastic show, Brian. You're amazing on that show. We
Stop
love it.
it. Stop
No, it's
it.
true. I'm
You.
being honest here.
No, I appreciate it. No,
Yes.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you for
It was a
dropping
lot
in.
of
This
fun.
was so fun.
Thank you very much for
Our
having me,
live
guys.
special guest,
Good to see
Ricky
you guys.
Whittle.
Good to see you.
Round of applause. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. There's millions of people back there. Like, all of you up in the top there. Hey, thanks for waiting for us, guys. You guys, don't worry. I still see you up
Got
there.
you. We're recognizing you. Thank you
Cheers,
so much.
buddy.
You're all
I
yeah,
appreciate
you're all
it,
good.
man.
Thanks so much, man. Enjoy your con.
Thank you.
Some love. Mwah.
Bravo. What a gentleman. I love it. Come back anytime. Dan, you can come
Well,
back
I'm
on
done
now.
for the
I
day,
know. How are we gonna
guys.
top that?
I got a kiss on the cheek from Ricky Whittle. I'm done. I quit for
I
the
know.
day. It's not
He's-
getting better than that.
He's amazing. I
He's
love
amazing.
that. They
He's
loved
hilarious.
him. Great energy was always the comment on here. Love that.
He's amazing. That was awesome. It really is a great show.
American Gods.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
check
it's
out.
got it all. Sex, drugs, violence, Jesus.
And as we were debating before, Spencer, what's the other thing that we didn't ask for the definitive?
We were
the
going to really
stars
get into the rules of
yeah.
dongs on
Yeah,
stars.
because we're unclear. Because
oh,
Spence-
yeah.
Next time.
Next
Next
time
time.
we'll ask.
Because Spartacus has a lot of dongs.
Yeah,
You know,
but
Star
on-
We
Show.
were debating the
American-
whole turgid versus flaccid
Yeah.
versus et cetera.
Yeah.
We'll get into it later.
But it
That's a
was-
different
Yeah.
show.
But it was definitely not turgid.
That's going to be a Talking Dongs with Spencer and Ross, the ScreenJunkies News
American
after
Gods
Comic-Con. Yeah.
After I lost that fight to Seth Rogen, it's just been in my brain.
Also, his other show has a huge. It's the
A huge-
100.
I was going to say, you set that up. His other show has a huge, 100. Got it.
Okay.
The 100, which I said the 100, which I think the fan base doesn't like. They like the 100.
That's like saying doctor and just typing it DR.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Don't do that.
You can't
Yes,
do
so
that.
sorry, we didn't. We were. He came. He dropped in live. So if you didn't know, yes, Ricky Whittle, American Gods, the 100.
Yeah.
Very fun guy. Glad he could join us. But yeah, we're here to talk about the other news. Let's try and get through some of this other stuff that broke.
Yeah.
There was other things, correct?
Shazam.
I mean,
Shazam.
there's Shazam.
That's
we got
the
to
big
talk
one
that. We
was-
talked Doctor Doom. Well, just before we talk. I just wanted to get, is everyone on board or not?
With what?
Doctor
Right.
Doom movie.
Yes.
If it's Noah Hawley, yeah.
Curious, yeah.
Yeah.
Curious and
I
fascinating.
feel like does that count as a Fantastic Four reboot?
That's the
They're-
question.
Does
they're
that count
trying
on
to-
their contract to say, well, now we made another Fantastic Four movie?
Yes.
Yes, because he's gonna open up an email with attachments for
Yeah.
Reed Richards, Sue Storm, et cetera. Like,
Perfect.
oh, okay, they're in there. Check.
Interesting.
My pitch for how they were going to keep the rights was always in Deadpool, just to call Deadpool kills the Fantastic Four and just have him kill them.
Doctor
stop.
Doom
Start.
kills the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's how they're going to keep
Fantastic
it.
Doctor Doom and his four.
Or they'll call it
If
the
it-
Doom of the Fantastic Four.
I believe in Noah Hawley. If they let him do his thing, that's a movie I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're in that.
Doctor
now-
Doom movie. The last line of the Doctor Doom movie is going to be the new Fantastic Four saying, "So what was some kind of Fantastic Four?" Roll credits, and it's a reboot.
Well, I think I want to go to Latvia and learn about Victor and all this stuff. It's like there's some cool. I think there's a cool backstory there, right?
He's the
Isn't
evil
it,
ruler of a
um,
country, and they
isn't it
never.
Latvia?
They
It's
never.
not Latvia's a real country, right?
Yeah.
Latveria. Latveria. Sorry, Latveria.
Apologies to all the Latvians.
Real Latvians.
we described a despotic
Evil
evil sorcerer
Whoops.
too.
Oh, they always just take a word
Sorry,
away and make
Latvia.
the comic books make it sound-
It's true.
Yeah.
That's the thing that they do.
But
Do you wanna
there is a fun backstory. But let's talk Shazam.
What do you
Yeah.
guys think about this? So Shazam up next after Justice League. They're going to not go into production on The
No Flash.
They're going to go into production on Shazam with the director of Annabelle, David Sandberg. Okay, so I haven't seen Animal yet.
The new one, yeah, Annabelle
Yeah, the new one,
Creation, which I
Annabelle
think
Creation.
premiered here at Comic-Con.
It
We didn't get a
did.
chance to see it, yeah.
And The Rock, who was meant to play Black Adam, not a part of it.
Well, Black Adam's not in it. Are they being tricksy?
I don't know.
And saying
Yeah.
like, oh, Black Adam's not in it, and people are like, oh, The Rock's not going to be in Shazam. But then like, cause The Rock is who knows?
Shazam.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Jeff Johns has kind of said like, no, Black Adam's going to get his own thing, but with everything that's changing, now they're bumping Shazam up. I think not going into Flash next is the kind of burying the lead part of just like, and the Flash isn't going into production next. It's like, which is not shocking given, they're trying to find their footing. No pun intended.
Do we think it tells us anything about sort of the slate overall in terms of, I would have expected if they were going to announce anything, it would be to fast track Wonder Woman 2 after the success.
Tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think we might find that out.
It's a weird choice for like the next one they're gonna like lead with. Like I don't need a Lone Ranger movie, and I don't need maybe like a Phantom movie, and I feel like Shazam is a little. I don't know. It's just not as relevant a character to me as probably 90% of the rest of DC's
But to me,
characters.
they are gonna keep the path they've taken with Superman. I mean, Shazam is a more optimistic take on an all-powerful
True.
being. So maybe that's look, they've committed to it. They want to keep broody Superman, but now we can get like our hope and optimism out of Shazam instead.
Well, I was going to say, I wish they would just do Superman and finally make a Superman movie, call it Superman, and try and take the notes and just give Henry Cavill a shot at being a little bit more passionate.
Yeah. Poor Henry Cavill at this point,
And it's
right?
because I just think
Yeah.
that could be great. They have the ingredients there to be
It's
great.
an
If they
easy-
just mellow it, like not make him be so
Superman
bru-
Returns.
It's-
Wait, no,
it's an-
not
wait,
that.
No.
It's
Not
an
that.
easy fix, though. He comes back. He has the 90s mullet from when he came back in the comics.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
like, having a mullet somehow makes him more optimistic. And he sort of sees the world in a different way. And I think that's how you do it. It's easy.
Done.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
we've
very
written the
fascinated
for
we've written the
Superman.
movie.
Yeah.
Who do you
Very
think they're
fascinated
going to
to see what
cast?
reveal, yeah.
What do you think?
As Superman?
Casting.
I don't know Shazam enough.
No,
to be
as
perfectly
Shazam.
honest. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you
He's
need
kind of
a
like
kid.
a double,
He's a little
right?
kid
Like a double
who then
role.
Yeah.
becomes a big, strong hero, right? So,
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
All
John
right.
Cena.
Jacob
Isn't that who I
Tremblay
cast?
and John Cena.
Spencer did it.
Tremblay
that's
and
it.
Cena.
Tremblay
That's
Cena.
amazing. I want to watch Jacob Tremblay turn into John Cena.
Hashtag Tremblay Cena.
Tremblay Cena.
Ah!
That would be incredible.
That'd be amazing.
It's going to be that now, Spencer. And that's,
Yeah, it
that's
has
the
to be.
thing.
Into existence.
We have to will that.
It's now going to be that. They're always listening. So what do you? I don't know. So of the two, though, which do you have more hopes for at this point?
Shazam or Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
Shazam, I think. 'cause
Doom.
it's- Really?
I'm going
just
Noah
Noah
Hawley.
Hawley.
Noah Hawley, yeah.
He's sort of. He hasn't made a movie either, has he?
Let's pull up
remember.
his filmography. I'm familiar with him from Fargo and then Legion.
It's
so I actually don't know.
Noah and the fact that these weird little standalone comic movies they're doing are really kind of knocking it out of the park. Like it's the incontinuity, if you'd call it that, X-Men franchise, still not on board with. But like Logan, fantastic. Deadpool was fantastic. So yeah.
So could that be the direction that Warner Brothers is heading into? Like this is not necessarily going to be connected directly to Justice League, yeah?
Sure, because Marvel does that too. I mean, you have stuff like Ant-Man that's really just smaller superhero, very tangentially related to the rest of the MCU. Like, yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
He was a co-producer on Bones and some other TV, yeah, but he doesn't direct anything
Yeah.
else aside. He's just all in TV.
But this guy's kind of like that crazy genius level creator, right? Where you're sort of mad at it,
He
you know?
took the
You're
Coen brothers.
like he took
on
it and he made
paper,
it amazing.
You're like,
You
oh, they're
should
going to
never
turn
do-
the
yeah.
Fargo into a TV show with Coen brothers aren't involved. I remember hearing that going like,
What?
are you on drugs?
Yeah.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever
And
heard. And then
yet-
you tune in, you're like, that was genius.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was, and I'll dare to say it was like even better than some of Coen brothers' recent
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's
All
like
three
I almost
seasons.
wish
They're great.
they had just done that instead than Hail Caesar, which I was not a fan of.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
weird
they're
movie.
doing their own show now. They're doing Now TV
Yeah,
as
well,
well.
that's, and I feel like
Yeah.
Noah Hawley almost talked them in. Like,
Yeah, they were like, no
They're like,
TV,
"Wait,
and then
we
they were
should've
like,
done that."
oh,
Yeah.
shit.
it's crazy.
You can do that on TV. Yeah, I think TV too has become this place where creators do have the opportunity to tell the kind of stories that you can no longer do in movies because we don't have that $30 million sort of character-driven movies so much anymore. Everything it's basically like hundreds of millions of dollars or micro budget, right? So like TV's where it's at in a lot of ways for storytelling.
Shahbak Hamdani says Noah Hawley has a Kubrick mentality in a good way.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a very interesting take on
Yeah,
things.
and a lot of other comments that I don't know how to. Soverglo says that's not a real. It's just I don't know. I can't how to say that. I think we need a break from Doctor Doom for a decade. A lot of that's going back and forth. Doctor Doom going to be low budget like Logan could be interesting.
I mean, low budget in a
From,
in
Lillian? In a
relative
in a
terms.
relative terms,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sure
I mean,
there's some
that
directors
possibly.
that would love the $50 million budget that Logan had, or whatever, 80.
That might
Gary
be how
Turbo
he gets
says-
to do what he wants.
Yeah.
Gary Turbo says make Doom an evil Tony Stark. It's kind of a cool take. Yeah. Anyway, people are definitely interested. They're talking about it, so I'm glad to hear it. And yeah, this has been fun. We're gonna be back live tomorrow, same
Yes.
time here. 10:15. Join us, recapping all the stuff pre Warner Brothers panel,
Yeah.
which is big tomorrow.
It's gonna be big. We
gonna be big
Warner
news.
Brothers, Marvel is tomorrow.
Stranger
we got
Things.
Stranger Things.
Everything's happening tomorrow. It seems.
Well, we got Game of Thrones today and Walking Dead. There's
Yep.
plenty to stay
Yep.
tuned for today.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing that. We're going to be talking Game of Thrones, Michelle Spencer and I, a little bit later today.
And we'll be flick baiting 4 p.m. on the original channel, and I don't think any of us have any idea what we're doing yet.
No.
We'll be live here from Comic-Con.
It's good for our second episode. Good.
So get excited. Exactly.
Ride that wave from our first episode right into
Watch the old ones on the other channel. They're great.
Anything else to add, Ross?
No,
we did it.
we did
Episode
it.
2 live
Episode
from Comic-Con.
2.
That's it. We'll be back, and we'll be breaking news live throughout the day, so keep staying tuned. Ross
Yeah.
Barnett, thank
Andy
you so
Signor.
much. Dan, Spencer, Joe, we'll see you soon. Have a good Comic-Con or wherever you are.
This episode was presented by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network.